Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am going to walk you through setting up Clerk Authentication inside a Next.js application, starting from scratch. We will start by creating a new application Clerk and then configure it step by step to work with our Next.js project. Here are exactly what we will cover today. That first, creating a first Clerk application, installing the required Clerk SDK, setting up environment variable, and wrapping your Next.js app with ClerkProvider. So, by the end of this video, I will be fully connected to Clerk and ready to go. In the next part, we will implement sign-in and sign-out functionality. So make sure you stick around and subscribe. Alright, let's jump straight into setting up Clerk with Next.js application. So let's move on to the Visual Studio Code. Here you can see that I have created a separate folder, separate project related to authentication demo. In this, we are going to implement the Clerk authentication for this. For Clerk authentication, first of all, we need to go to the documentation of it, in which we can able to configure it all the on the Next.js application. So let's move on to the browser. So let's type clerk.com, and here you can see that here see a message that it is a more than authentication complete user management. So here I have already an account, so here you can see that we have a dashboard. But if you are not going to log in, or you don't have an account, then you have to sign in for that, and you have to create your account on clerk.com. So I already have an account, so I directly go to the dashboard. Okay, so here you can see we are coming to the dashboard. So in this we are already created some new app. So for this we are creating a separate Clerk app for this. So I will name it as. So in this you can see that on the left side you can see that all the code related to application name, sign-in option which you want to add into your sign-in dialog box will be visible on the preview, or you can see that all the preview will be seen here. So here let's type the application name, that would be Next.js app. So here when you type the Next.js app under the application name, so here you can see on the preview section that finally into the Next.js app will be come over here. So I can type as authentication demo. Okay. So here you can see, and here on the below section you can see number of sign-in options that we already have, that like email, phone number, username, Google, Facebook. So you have number of options available to you, and you can add according to your requirement. So first of all, in this we are going to take the email. Okay, after that we can take the Google, and one more thing which I want to take it first is the GitHub. So here you can see that we have the Google, GitHub, and the email address to it. So in this, now let's click on create application. So click on create application. Once you create that, your application will be redirected to the documentation related to the platform which you are using. So first of all, here you can see that our application already created over here with the name authentication demo, and in this we are going to use the Next.js. So here all the documentation is given to configure Clerk on the Next.js application. So let's start step by step. So first step which we are going to use, that first of all we need to run the command to install the SDK. So here you can see that we have terminal and npm install, so we can just copy it and go to in our authentication project. So here we are going to close this, and we can paste it the command over here and press enter over here. So here you can see that we are going to install the Clerk SDK over here in our authentication demo Next.js apps. So we need to wait for some time so that it can be installed on this. Then in the meantime, let's go to point second, in which we are going to set up the Clerk API keys by creating the .env file, and we need to copy that. So just copy it, click on copy and go, and we need to create a .env file. So let's for this, in this here you can see that our SDK for related to Clerk are installed successfully. So let's create a environment variable for this. The environment variable which is globally accessed can be used or can be added in a file called environment.variable file. So we can use .env.local. So here you can mention all the environment related details like username, password, or base URL, backend URL, all the things which we are going to the things which you don't want to export to the front end, so you need to add all these details in the environment file, which is available in .env.looper. So let's copy all the Clerk API and copy it to the environment file. So now already save it to it. Okay. So after that, close this file. Already have created environment file. Then we have the third option. We have the third part that we need to update your middleware file, the Clerk middleware. So or create one on the root of your project or the SRC folder directory. You are using the SRC directory structure. Okay. So first of all, let's go to the project, go to our project. So here we are using the source folder. So in that source folder, we are going to create a file with the name middleware.ts. Let me copy all this, copy, and let's create a file, click on port and create a file middleware.ts. Okay, now paste it over here. So basically, I just also want to tell you something that this middleware file you also use for in order if you want to protect your route in your application. So you can mention all the route in the Clerk middleware, which we are just created over here. So that stuff will be working with the help of middleware. Or you want to protect some route, so all the things will be work in the middleware file. So now, what are the first steps? Now, fourth and the last step of this video is that first of all, add Clerk Provider to your app. So how we are going to add this? First of all, we are using the app provider. So in that it is recommended to wrap your entire app at the entry point with Clerk Provider to make authentication globally accessible. Okay. So the Clerk provide you a Clerk Provider, and in which we are going to wrap our application so that our Clerk Provider provide all the so that our Clerk can be accessible overall throughout our application. So let's for this do this. So what we are going to add this, we are going to click on Clerk Provider and wrap our application. So let's do that. So here for this, we are going to click on the layout.js file inside the app, and this is the main page. So for this, in order to implement the Clerk Provider, we need to press enter over here, and we keep call Clerk Provider. Clerk Provider. When you type Clerk Provider, you already see that the Clerk Provider will need to wrap this particular layout file. See, so this is how we can see that how the Clerk Provider will be, how our application wrap with the help of Clerk Provider. So here on the top, you can see that Clerk Provider is coming from the Clerk and NextJs app itself. So this is all for this today. In the next video, we are going to implement the sign in and sign out option so that you are able to get all the overall steps how to implement the Clerk authentication in this particular in the NextJs application. I hope you like the video. So, and that is for the part. You have successfully created a Clerk application, installed all necessary packages, configure user environment, and wrap our entire NextJs app with the Clerk Provider. So you are happy now, fully connected to Clerk and ready for authentication. Great job. In the next video, we will dive into adding the sign in and sign out component using Clerk built-in UIs. It is the super easy, and you will have full flow working in minutes. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and the bell icon so you don't miss the next part. And got any questions so far? Drop them in the comment below. I will reply to everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one where we make authentication comes alive. Until then, happy coding. Thank you.